y'all. This is a real quiet song, but it's not very long at all, so it'll be over with in a second. I was staying visiting some islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean with my wife and kids and some friends of mine from high school 150 years ago. And we got together, and we were surrounded by unimaginable nature and beautiful things, sometimes a little bit scary. Giant tortoises that were making love all the time. They were always having sex, because apparently it's not easy. They don't, it's like 1 in 100 is a hit. So all they do is like walk around and try and get on each other. And they have the male tortoise has a lovely song that it sings. It goes like this. And it has an expression on its face like this. It's very romantic. And they got mosquitoes all over the place. But every time we had a meal, there were all these birds that would come around and they'd eat all the crumbs. But there was one tiny little bird that only had one leg, and there's a little red bird. And so I wrote this song for that little bird.
Waiting for the crumbs to fall. Daddy said, get a job. Don't you see, Daddy, how good I am at catching crumbs? Guns and gods and little red birds. Guns and gods and little red birds. Don't you see, Daddy, how good I am at catching crumbs? General Custer, it said, overestimated his abilities to win. And Sitting Bull turned the table on him. A comfort to count the battles won after the war is lost. Guns and gods and little red birds. Guns and gods and little red birds. But to count a battle won after the war is lost. Oh yeah. Comfort to count the battle won after the war is lost. If there was a place hidden in the stars, reflecting on heaven's graces, if God had an honest face, the troubled expression would be watching the human race. Guns and gods and little red birds. Guns and gods and little red birds. Don't you see, Daddy, how good I am at catching crumbs?